Welcome to the channel, my YouTube friends. As you can see today, I'm riding two up. That's my wife Janet on the back there. And this is part 2 of the Taos, New Mexico adventure. We'll start off with Bible verse for today. I'm actually going to have 2 verses out of Proverbs chapter 31. First, we'll start off with verse 10, which says, "An excellent wife who can find? For her worth is far above jewels." And then verse 30 says, "Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised." Well, by God's grace, I found such a woman, and we've been married now for 45 years. I'm happy to have her on this ride with me today. All right. Well, today we're headed out to the Rio Grand Gorge Bridge. It's just about 10 miles northwest of Taos. It's one of those few rides where the scenery just keeps getting better the closer you get. Taos itself is an amazing town full of art galleries, adobe architecture, and rich Native American and Spanish history. But just about 10 miles northwest of town, the landscape suddenly opens up, and that's when you reach the Rio Grand Gorge, a spectacular geological wonder carved over a long period of time. The Rio Grand Gorge is sometimes called the Grand Canyon of New Mexico. It stretches about 50 miles long and drops as much as 800 feet deep in places. The Rio Grande River runs right through the bottom, cutting its way through layers of volcanic rock that were formed by eruptions a long time ago. And right across this incredible canyon stands the Rio Grand Gorge Bridge, one of the most photographed landmarks in New Mexico. It's the 5th highest bridge in the United States, standing about 565 feet above the Rio Grande River. When you first see it from a distance, it almost sneaks up on you. The flat desert landscape suddenly drops away into this massive canyon. The bridge itself was completed in 1965 and stretches 1,280 feet long. It's made entirely of steel, and when you ride across it, you can actually feel the elevation change and the wind rushing through the gorge below. It's an incredible experience. One of those rides that reminds you why you love being on 2 wheels. There's a rest area and overlook on both sides of the bridge where you can park your bike and walk out on the pedestrian walkways. From there you get an amazing panoramic view of the gorge and the Rio Grande winding its way far below. On a clear day you can see for miles across the high desert plateau. The bridge has actually been featured in a few movies over the years, including Natural Born Killers, Wild Hogs, and Terminator Salvation. It's not just a scenic spot, it's actually a bit of a Hollywood star too. What I love about this spot is how peaceful it is. You've got the sound of the wind and the endless New Mexico sky and the sense of scale that just puts life into perspective. It's one of those places that makes you stop, take a deep breath, and appreciate God's creation. The Rio Grande River itself has been designated as a wild and scenic river, which helps preserve this area's natural beauty and wildlife. Down in the canyon you can actually go rafting, hiking, and even spot bighorn sheep along the cliffs. If you're planning a ride out here, come early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the light hits the canyon just right. It's absolutely stunning, and if you're coming from Taos, the ride is smooth and scenic with plenty of open road to enjoy. Let's take a walk out on the bridge here and see it, the canyon and the river below from that perspective. So that's the Rio Grand Gorge Bridge, a must-see stop for anyone exploring northern New Mexico on a motorcycle. It's a place that combines engineering, geology, and pure natural beauty, all in one unforgettable ride. Thanks for coming along on this ride. Stay tuned for more episodes from this trip. Thanks for watching.